So this is unscripted. I didn't write this one. I'm just going to rant about something that happened to me and point out the whole ridiculousness about sales and marketing in the managed services space. So I had the opportunity to call a managed services provider today because I wanted to give them some money. Kid you not, like there's an actual opportunity for me to work with somebody and give them some money. Now, I've actually emailed the person twice saying, I'd like to talk about working with you because I have some money I'd be interested in giving to you. Now, I understand that maybe you're not going to respond to email because, by the way, we all get a lot of email and it could very well look like a solicitation. Now, admittedly, I got referred. So someone was added me saying you should talk, but let's, for a moment, assume that email is not a great way to handle the communication. I called. So I found the number on the MSP's website and I called in. And I got the voicemail or the voicemail system of the MSP. In fact, identifying the owner by name on the introduction. And it said, press 0 to talk to somebody. So I did. I was then transferred. That person did not know who the owner was and would not transfer me. Then additionally, when I said, I tell you what, I'd like to talk about doing business with them. Is there someone in sales I could speak to? They were unable to transfer me in at all. Now, I went and wanted to go. I really would like to do some business here. I think there's an opportunity to work together. So I figured maybe I got a bad rep. So I hung up and dialed in again. And I made sure to make sure I was listening to the voicemail the right way. And so I did. So this time, made sure, knowing for sure I have hit the right option, I got another, clearly an answering service. And I identified who I wanted to talk to. And this person said they're not available. Would I like to leave a message? I said, you know what? I'd rather just leave a voicemail. They said, no problem. You can do that. And then there was a click, which I thought was transferring me, which instead hung up on me. Now, when I have an experience like this, I actually am immediately struck by, this is not uncommon. This is not uncommon when you try and reach an IT service provider. Oftentimes, it is quite difficult to get in touch with someone. You have layers of email, support ticket systems, phone trees. It's often harder than it should be to get in touch with somebody. And so my little rant here for a quick moment is, I really actually think people are over-rotating sometimes on making sure that they have all of these systems to accommodate things if you can't actually talk to someone. If you can't actually get in touch when someone, like me, as a customer potentially, is interested in giving you money, you should make it very easy for someone to get your attention and get engaged with you. Are you concerned about maybe too many incoming calls? That sounds like a good problem to have. And I'd rather get a little too much spam and voicemail than miss someone interested in giving me money. I just felt the need to rant on this one. I'm going to record it. I'm almost not entirely sure what I'm going to do with it. But I'm just a little flabbergasted how difficult it is when someone wants to do business with you and can't get in touch. Now, you'll note, I am not calling this person out by name because I get it. I understand the problem and honestly would genuinely like to do business. But I also must use this example and say this. Take a moment and understand, are you actually easy to do business with? Are you actually receptive to listening to the incoming responses, requests from the community? And are you spending your time on that? Because that, more than anything, will help drive some sales. I just had to say it. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching this bonus episode of the business of tech. If you like what you heard here, hit that like button and hit subscribe. It really helps, and I appreciate the time that you do that. Additionally, if you want to have a conversation, write something in the comments. I read them all, and dialogue is the point. I don't necessarily claim to be right. I do want to make sure that we've engaged correctly. If you really like this content, you can find it daily on the Business of Tech podcast. Go to businessof.tech, click the big blue subscribe button, and find the podcast on whatever podcatcher you like to listen on. It's available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, or wherever fine podcasts are found. And if you want to help with the content delivery and want to get access to things early, I've got a Patreon. You can support me directly. Go to patreon.com/MSPradio, and it's give what you want. You set the value of the content and help me make this kind of delivery on an ongoing basis. Thanks for listening, and I will talk to you again soon.